I'll never forget the day I decided to adopt a rescue dog. It felt like a life-changing moment, like I was about to make a huge difference in not only my life, but also for this dog who needed a home. I was pumped, thrilled, and ready to be that hero who could give this dog a second chance. But little did I know, my family's reaction was going to be nothing like I had imagined. Hold up. Before we dive in, if you've ever thought about adopting a rescue dog or faced family backlash over a big decision, smash that subscribe button because this story is definitely for you. So there I was, bringing my new furry friend home, thinking my family would be just as stoked as I was. I had this image in my head of everyone gathering around, fawning over the dog, and welcoming it into our family like some heartwarming scene from a movie. But no, that's not what happened at all. My mom's reaction? She was worried I hadn't thought things through. The responsibilities, the time commitment, the mess. My dad? He was quick to hit me with the financial worries. Vet bills, food, the whole thing. And my siblings? Let's just say they weren't exactly cheering me on. They were just confused. "Why a rescue dog?" they asked, as if I'd brought home something totally alien. It was like I had crossed some kind of invisible line. Now here's where it gets tricky. I brushed it off at first. They just need time, I thought. But the truth was, the more days passed, the more I realized. Maybe they weren't going to get over this. And that's when it hit me. I was going to have to win them over, fast. The big question was, how? Spoiler, convincing a skeptical family to accept a rescue dog isn't easy. I spent the next few days hearing snide remarks about the dog's breed, how irresponsible I was, and that I wasn't thinking long-term. They were so focused on the challenges they thought this dog would bring. But here's what they didn't understand. When you adopt a rescue dog, you're not just adopting a pet. You're adopting its past, its trauma, and its potential for healing. And that's exactly what my family couldn't see. They had this perception that rescue dogs are damaged goods. Aggressive, with too much baggage, too many behavioral issues. What they didn't get is that many of these dogs just need love, patience, and care. They didn't understand that adopting a dog doesn't just save one life. It opens up a spot for another dog in need. But try explaining that to a room full of skeptical family members. Every attempt I made to explain fell flat. I was alone in this, or so I thought. Fast forward to a few weeks later, and the tension in my house was getting unbearable. No joke, I'd walk into a room, and my family would immediately start throwing shade about how hard it must be to take care of a dog. It was like they were waiting for me to mess up. I couldn't believe how against me they seemed. One night, after weeks of dealing with the tension and snarky comments, I finally snapped. I couldn't just sit back anymore. I had to confront them. Would this be the conversation that tore us apart, or would it finally bring us closer? I laid it all out. I told them how their constant negativity was weighing me down, how they were making me feel like I had made some reckless decision when all I wanted to do was bring joy into our home. I reminded them that we've always been a family that values kindness and giving back. So why did this feel so different? Slowly, their reactions started to shift. My mom started to admit that maybe she'd been too focused on the negatives. My dad softened when he saw how much I had already bonded with the dog. And my siblings? Well, they started asking questions. Real questions. Questions that showed they were finally getting it. Adopting this dog wasn't just about me. It was about us, as a family, embracing compassion and understanding. It was about giving this dog and ourselves a second chance. And you know what? It worked. Eventually, my family started to warm up. They noticed how much joy the dog brought into the house, how it made me more responsible and more grounded. The snide comments turned into laughs, and the cold reception turned into warmth. My rescue dog had not only found a forever home, but had also found a place in their hearts. By the end of it, adopting that dog became one of the best decisions I ever made. It taught me the importance of standing up for what you believe in, especially when you know it's the right thing. More than that, it showed my family the power of love, patience, and second chances, not just for the dog, but for each other. So here's my call to action for you. If you've ever considered adopting a rescue dog, or you're facing backlash for a decision you believe in, don't back down. Trust your instincts, stand up for what you believe in, and educate others along the way. And if you've already adopted a rescue dog, drop a comment below with your story. I'd love to hear how your experience went. Thanks for sticking with me through this journey. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more stories about pet care and animal rescue. See you in the next video.